Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Today we're going to reviewing the first racing game on this channel, Gran Turismo 7, which came out March 4th of 2022. Now it's easy to say I'm no stranger to Gran Turismo games. I've been playing it since the first one came out in 1997, so I know a thing or two what to look for in this type of game. So Gran Turismo is more of a simulation style racing game rather than more of an arcadey Need for Speed or Forza. I also encourage you all to stay till the end of the video because I'm about to reveal something about me and my review style that you'll find is an ongoing trend going forward in my reviews. Now, as of version 1.27, this game has about 457 cars sporting all sorts of brands from Lamborghini to Ferrari. And on a monthly basis, Polyphony Digital will add multiple vehicles. This is usually accompanied by some new tracks and some new minor features. Now, let me just address the elephant in the room. So when it comes to this game, the big issue, for me at least, and I know a lot of Gran Turismo 7 players feel the same way, the process of unlocking these cars is a very time-consuming task, and the only other option would be to be opening up your wallet and spending real-life money to buy these cars. Another issue is the barrier to entry when buying these cars. They're very expensive, and unless you're very well off in real life, you're not going to be collecting all the cars in this game through regular gameplay. I think it's just a missed opportunity. It would have been great to be able to play the game and unlock the cars through regular gameplay, but that's just not a feature in this game unless you have an overwhelming amount of time on your hands, which I know a lot of us don't. You're just not going to be able to unlock all the cars. And not to mention that you won't be able to even unlock all the cars at any point in time. You would have to get invited to unlock certain cars after completing certain races. These invitations also expire, mind you. Well, they've tried to address this issue by, decreasing the price of some cars, but when it comes down to it, you're just not going to have the time of day to unlock everything, and you're really going to have to pick and choose what cars you really want and then go with it. You can't just go in the idea you're going to unlock everything. For me, even just now, I just was saving up for a car and I saved up 4 million, and that took a considerable amount of time. So don't expect that to come in this game and you're going to unlock all the cars, because that's just not happening unless you're stinking rich. You also got 35 different racetracks available. My personal favorite is the Daytona Speedway. You also got the Fuji International Circuit. So there's all sorts of variety there on tracks, and there's always a day and night version of each track. In terms of graphics, I've heard people complain about this game. I don't see it personally. Maybe they're not using the right TV. When I play this game, this is almost as good as a racing game can get. And the different cars just look gorgeous. The models and the reflections, just everything comes together perfectly in this game. So visuals are almost flawless in this one. Another great feature in Gran Turismo 7 is its photo mode called Scapes. In this mode, you can use any car in your collection and watch it through different landscapes, different parts of the world, and this is one of the most impressive photo modes I've ever seen in a game. And this game does have a career mode, which I enjoyed. This was considerably long too. It takes around 50 hours to complete all the races, and you get to know all the different racers. They will tell you a little bit about the history of each track, or sometimes they'll tell you a little bit about them. Now, my favorite part of Gran Turismo 7 would definitely be the cafe, because this is where you collect all your cars. And the cool thing is, and for any other car enthusiast, it tells you about the history, about all the different cars and models. And so if anyone's that's interested in cars and learning about the history, you're going to have a lot of fun there. And in the cafe, you're going to get menus which help you unlock other cars, where you complete series of races. So there's lots to do, lots to collect in the cafe. Now, there's two places you can buy cars in Gran Turismo 7, and one's through the Brand Central, which houses cars produced in 2001 and newer, or you can go bargain hunting in the used car dealership. Not all of them are cheap bargains, but the rare ones tend to cost more. And unlike Brand Central, the list of cars available in the used car dealership refreshes every day, so I recommend checking here on a daily basis. And obviously you don't have a Gran Turismo game without your license tests, so it's a staple of Gran Turismo. It's a series of challenges designed to teach you how to drive cars, and it gives you good tips, which you definitely need, because in terms of the driving simulation aspect to it, it's very deep. There's a lot to it. You have to time your turns perfectly. You gotta time your acceleration perfectly. This game is very unforgiving, and if you make one little mistake, it'll screw you over for the rest of the race. That being said, this is a world-class driving simulator. You're gonna get the most accurate version of each car, from how they sound, from how they handle. This game takes itself very seriously in terms of its simulation and in terms of its racing and the gameplay. It's spot on. It's everything you'd want from a Gran Turismo game. And if you want to enhance your gameplay even more, I would highly recommend you get one of those steering wheels. In terms of vehicle customization, you can really go far with it. Not only you can change colors, you can change the bumpers and add wings, some roll cages to some cars. There's over 650 parts and 130 wheels and 1,200 real-life paint colors. So all sorts of ways you can customize your car. And then you got your multiplayer game mode. So you got 2-player split screen. You can also race online with your friends. And then you got sport mode, which is the ranked multiplayer racing mode. And in terms of sound, Polyphony Digital really did a home run here. They paid very close attention to each engine, how each particular car sounds, and also the music in this game is great. So sound is definitely a huge positive for this one. Okay, so now you're wondering, what would I rate this game? I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I think this easily could have been a 9 out of 10 or higher if the microtransactions weren't so brutal, and if you could unlock all the cars through gameplay, like each racing game should be in 2023. And you're going to see this trend a lot in this channel. I just refuse to support games that have very vicious monetary practices. So, like I said, we should be able to unlock everything in the game. We're paying for the price of the game. Games are very expensive now. We should have it all available at purchase, and anything that we don't have, we should be able to unlock it. Like, it's great if they want to do a DLC or something like that, but I'm not paying $20, $30 to unlock a car. It's just silly. It's just an in-game asset. And if they really wanted us to pay $20 per car to unlock, then they might as well have made the actual retail price of the game cheaper. And that concludes my review for Gran Turismo 7. If you like this type of review and want to see more, consider visiting my channel and subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.